To describe our next guest as selfless would be an understatement. Matt Bowtell is one of the most generous people you will ever come across.
The skilled engineer has dedicated his life to helping children who need prosthetic limbs, and he does it all for free. When the Toyota factory closed its doors in 2017, Matt Bowtell lost his job as an engineer. From there, Matt's life took a very different path. He decided to put his engineering skills and his redundancy payment to good use.
I decided to use my engineering skills to give back to society and help people with disabilities.
Matt now spends his time designing and making 3D printed prosthetic limbs for children.
I invested about $5,000 buying a 3D printer and some software, and I just started making one hand for one kid. And after I saw the smile on this kid's face when he picked something up for the first time, it just really changed my life and it gave me so much satisfaction.
He's now gifted more than 20 of his 3D prosthetics to kids like Lexi.
I have trouble lifting some things. Sometimes I drop them because I can't really hold them with this arm.
A commercially made prosthetic costs around $15,000, money most parents just can't afford.
I feel overwhelmed with it all. Just knowing that it's actually happening this time, we can believe Matt. Yeah, he's just the nicest guy you could meet, really.
Through wrist movement, the children are able to open and close the hand, a simple gesture we take for granted, and it's now changing lives.
There's not much these days does come for free, but it's been a rewarding experience for all of us.
What an amazing story. Joining us now, Matt Bowtell, and one of the proud owners of a new 3D printed hand, 8-year-old Noah. Morning to you both. It's so great to see you.
Good morning.
Matt, you are fully funding this project yourself. You're living off what is left of your redundancy payment as well as donations. You've got a family of your own.
Yes.
This is really extraordinary that you're doing this. Where did the idea of 3D printed hands come from?
Well, I was studying over in Japan and I was studying mechatronics at Chiba University, and I tried on a $1 million bionic arm, and I thought, this is really fantastic, but whoever's going to be able to afford it, especially if you're living in a third world developing country, you may not even be able to afford something worth, $10 to $20. So, yeah, when 3D printing came along, it was a real opportunity for me to try and get that cost down.
Noah, as best you can in a nice big voice, tell us how your new hand has changed your life.
It's changed me in a big way. It's given me heaps more confidence, and it's amazing what Matt did.
Oh, I think that's extraordinary. Do you remember the first time, Noah, that moment when you put it on? What did you do? What was the first thing that you were able to do with that hand?
Grab a cup.
Grab a cup,
And how did that feel?
Good.
And what sort of things couldn't you do that you can do now every day because of your new hand?
I can catch with my left hand, and I can pick up balls with my left hand, and I can pick up cups with my left hand.
Can you bring your hand up just a bit closer to your chest and just show us how it works?
So would you like to try it on?
Yep. So it goes on, really quickly too, Matt.
Yeah, so it basically just straps on. So it's been sized to fit Noah's hand, and then he can move his wrist, his existing stub of his wrist, to actually open and close the hands.
Wow. And so you can get the specifics and then put in that information into your 3D printer. Is that how you make them specific for the child?
That's right. So this is an existing open source device called an Enable Hand. And anyone can actually download these off the internet. And I designed my own hands as well for other people to download open source.
And Matt, you've made them in cool colours and nice and bright like the action heroes to make them attractive to kids, because obviously that would be important to young people, that people aren't looking at them in a negative way. They look so cool.
Oh, look, this one's an Optimus Prime Transformer hand. So we've turned him into a Transformer.
I bet some of the other kids at school want them, Noah.
Yeah.
Noah, what do you want to say to Matt? This is an amazing thing he's done for you.
Thank you, and hope you have a good time too.
Well done, Noah.
And Matt, isn't that what it's all about? It's almost like it must be addictive, once you see the response that you get.
Yeah, that's why I do it. I just get so much satisfaction from it.
And we want to make sure that people can help you because, as you say, you're even offering this up as something that people can download themselves. You just want to help people, but we've got to feed your family as well. How can people help?
So I've started a website free3dhands.com, and it's got all of the links to social media, how to actually access my crowdfunding page, as well as for people to put in an application form to get themselves a hand. And this is one that I'm designing at the moment, which is another step up. And it costs about $8 to make. But the postage is very, very expensive.
Sure.
So, yeah, all of the support. I am using my redundancy payout, but all of the help that I've been getting from people all across Australia, even $1 here and $1 there, it just means the absolute world to me to continue doing what I'm doing.
Noah, a great pleasure to meet you this morning. And Matt, you are one of the great Australians that we are so fortunate to have in our country. Well done, thank you. And on behalf of so many Australians, keep up the good work. You're a champion.
Oh, thanks so much for your time.
Yeah, you're a darling.
Thanks, Noah.
Well done. And talk about making the most out of your redundancy, you know, from something that could be a negative.
Yeah,
now, if you want to help Matt and the incredible work that he does, his website is on the screen there, free3dhands.com. We'll put all of the details on our website as well. Amazing. Brilliant. Such a great story.